Welcome back to Bordeaux. I'm doing a roundup of vintage 2004 here, and really from the outset I really love this vintage. I think it's quite underrated today, and people never really talked about it. I think supposedly because it came between the extravagant 03 and the excellent 05. But I do think really for lovers of fine claret, classical Bordeaux, 04 is really the vintage to buy and to drink today. I think the wines were accessible from the beginning, and they will continue to develop for a long time. And especially on this level, of course, this is one of the famous ones, nothing less than Château Margaux. And this 04 now, I think it's already, quite accessible. I mean, in the old days we always used to talk about, first growth needs at least 25 or 30 years before revealing its potential, and even though these can go on for that long, they can be actually approachable, especially in a vintage like 2004. So what does this one has to offer? First thing that strikes me on the nose is really those, I would call them the very classical notes of Margaux. I think there's always a floral component which is playing there, like dog flowers or violet, something quite intense in terms of aromas. Then we do get those lovely roasted notes which I adore in good Bordeaux, such as roasted coffee beans and roasted coffee. And these are not only roasted notes coming from the toast or from the oak, but really something that belongs there. To that we can add, of course, a vast range of dark fruits, of cassis, of fresh dark berries. But once again, we can look for these individual notes, but it's really the overall harmony is all about. And I always stress the fact that when you taste the first growth, people very often have expectations that the wine should be incredibly powerful or incredibly concentrated. Indeed, they are of course rich and concentrated to a certain extent, but it's more about the elegance. And I'm always impressed by how these great wines manage to combine a sense of refinement and elegance. It's really flavor intense. We do have those lovely dark fruit flavors. Tannins are very, very silky, very refined, and it really keeps lingering for a long while. So once again, true Grand Vin, it's more about that finesse, that length, that refinement. And in my mind, I might be, it's a matter of my own taste, but I think this is a perfectly drinkable wine already. If we pour it in a decanter, we enjoy it with something really elegant in terms of food, not too complicated, but rather to enhance the wine. I'd be happy to do it with a fillet of beef with fresh black truffle gravy or something in that direction. So it's not always you do get a chance to taste these first growths, but every time it's a pleasure, and a really successful result is Château Margaux 2004.